everybody, welcome back. Got beautiful sunlight today. We got an empty bucket sitting in the middle of the driveway that is way too heavy for me to move. And, well, we're gonna get some stuff done today. Hopefully mow the lawn. Not much else to do. Probably take a nap. I mean, we're just farmers. We only work 3 months out of the year and it's not working season right now, so I'm really busy. Hey, Augie. Augie. Man, you getting fat. You getting fat. Do you guys have anything like this?
Yeah, I might have some.
I cannot do that. I can't do that. My legs are too short.
Whose truck is that? Whose tractor?
I think the valve thing's leaking too.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What's up, Cole? What's that? Yep.
I don't get why they make these nozzles so short. It's really difficult to hit the hole. The yard's kind of at a weird point right now. This spot is the area all the dogs that have visited our house over all winter have gone to the bathroom. It's very well fertilized, have a lot of nitrogen here. This grass is tall. It's like 10 inches tall. Then we come over to this spot where they weren't going to the bathroom. It's kind of hardly growing. We haven't had a lot of heat. We've had some rain, but it's been cold, so it's kind of growing where it's nice and it's not growing in others. A couple years ago, we redid the entire front yard. So Ron had his bulldozer out here and he shaved stuff off. This top part in front of the house, he kind of shaved down, and if we turn around, we can see it's not growing as thick through here. It's definitely thinner. We can tell we've taken a lot of the nutrients that have been in the topsoil for years and we've moved them to other spots. So this needs to be built back up. But then if we look at the bottom of the yard, that wasn't touched. And that is like a foot tall. And well, this is hardly growing. So it's time to mow. Oh, 24 row, that's for the planter. Where's the engine oil? Welcome back to today's episode of The World's Greatest Engineers. Today, we feature the Honda engine. Now, normally when it comes to things and changing the oil in them, you pull the oil plug out of the bottom of the engine, it falls right down. Nice, clean, easy process. But when it comes to this, we design this as hard as possible and as messy as possible. Come observe. Here we have our piston. As we can see, this is nice plastic. This is going to last for thousands of years. We have no troubles there. That's a good design. But down below, where we have this wrench that I had to go to the bench 37 times to find the right one for, we have it attached to our oil plug. So we're going to pull on this a little bit until we snap it off. That way we can get the oil to flow out onto this frame and then go everywhere. Oh, that was my fingers.
The Busted Knuckle Club.
1 gallon bottle per 200 gallons. This has a 200 gallon tank on it, right?
Gotta be at least. It's big.
And a little more is always better than a lot less.
That's about right. I wanted to clean the pumper, so we threw the NutriPlus in the tank first before we drained it. And then we'll throw it in the engine afterwards, and that way it'll clean that too. But we'll just reuse what we pumped out. Good for heart health, artery health, cleans out arteries, good for kidney stones. You got a sore throat, it makes a nice like coating on the side of your throat. What are you doing, buddy? That's not your spot. That's not your spot. You don't have thumbs. You can't sit in this chair. You don't have thumbs. Little tip, if you have a grease zerk that's not taking, if you throw a little heat on it, a little cigarette lighter, one of these works. I mean, a match would probably work. But just put it on the zerk for a few seconds. It usually causes them to take. This one, I think we kind of forgot about it. It doesn't look like it's been greased in a long time, so I'm just gonna put a new one on. But I'm gonna heat it up so we can get the heat down into the hole a little bit. Kind of helps melt the old grease and whatnot. You don't eat those.
Maybe this summer after spring work, they could drain the transmission oil on this and put in new.
If you call Coop and have him pick up some of the oil, we could just do it right now so it's all clean and stuff under there.
H&H trailer, that's 2021, that'd be your black trailer, right?
Does it matter which slot I put these in for these, or do I need to find where each wire comes from?
Yeah, you gotta, because otherwise it won't match blinker.
All that's left, we just gotta put the new battery in it. It does not fit in the box. Okay. Never mind.
Cooper just started Old Gray here. We're making sure we got air up to our air reel. It ain't an air reel, but when we need to blow the air line out, we got a valve up there so we can blow air, and we'll get to that more. But I want to try starting this engine here. The boys drained the old oil, the old gas out. They drained both motors and then put brand new 91 octane fuel back in, gasoline. I'm gonna see if they'll start up. I need to let it warm up for a minute. I need to change the oil on them yet.
Well, there we go. We got the bottom all greased up. We got the top of the auger all greased up. Everything's nice and cleaned out. Got fresh gas in. Got some fuel additive in there. Got the air filter. Well, we got a new one. We got that all ready to go. I'm waiting on a belt. That's what's coming next week. I guess that had to come from Tennessee. Then we'll slap that pulley back on there. And this will all be ready. We got the new end wired on. Dad's backing in the truck right now. See if I did it right. Keep coming. You got another 2 feet. All right, brakes. We might have a light out here.
Just plop that out.
Do we have one of those, or is it the bulb?
It's a, well, it'd be the whole plastic. I don't know if we got anything back there or not.
We robbed Peter to pay Paul, so we ended up taking the battery that was in the seed tender out and putting that onto the Oliver so that way we could run the Oliver. We only use the seed tender like a week out of the year, so we kind of figured should probably get a new battery for the Oliver and pull the one that was on the Oliver back off of the Oliver and put it back into the seed tender where it belongs. So I need to go measure the one that's on the Oliver to make sure that it fits in here. Otherwise, I need to go order a new battery for the seed tender. And if it does fit in there, then I need to order a new battery for the Oliver. Oh, hi, Cal. Hi. Hi. It's too big for the seed tender. Got the goods. Never mind. I didn't realize I was supposed to get a marine battery because this one's just got the big things and the hookups on the seed tender do not fit.
Yeah, this plug's bad.
Do we get any more of them? No, wait, what do we got here? No, it's 2. There's one. Woohoo!
This is our 1993 Polaris Explorer. This thing's got 3,716 original miles on it. It's a good little machine. We toss a sprayer on the back, we can pull behind. And then on the front, Cooper made this bracket. We can put our GPS receiver up here, and then we can mount our GPS monitor right here. So that way we can use this as our boundary maker for the fields. Last year, the chain went out on it, so it's had no chain on it for literally a year. So we're gonna stick this one on.
Oh, we can't do that. We gotta give you
Okay. Okay, good. Brakes. Yep. Good.
Jeez, I'm sneezing. I was saying, nice start. I don't know.
Look at that. Roadside service.
Yeah. I'll even wash your window.
Dad, can you pull start it for me, please? It is one thing, that pull start's hard.
It does. If it catches you wrong, it'll snap right your hand. One thing about Mountain Dew, not only is it good for you, it is, you can put it in your machines. It's like oil.
Oh yeah, Blue Dew, baby.
The other day I was at town and took my good truck and I stopped at the car wash, and I tell you what, I put about $15 worth of quarters in there. I only did $5 first, and then put another $5 in, and then another $4. The wax, the wash, the soap, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna keep washing my vehicles at home after using our Pro-Line soap and stuff, and you just seen how it foamed up. It just felt like I was using dirty water.
One thing that's kind of funny, Grandpa Cornstar, you guys didn't get to meet, but he never power washed anything, ever. And he always left the windows down on everything and the door open.
So the good thing was there, as we were growing up, Grandpa, my dad, would always let us use the vehicles because he knew, like if I borrowed his good vehicles, I came down, cleaned them up, washed them up before I went to town with them, and we always brought it back with a full tank of gas.
Now Cooper didn't pick that up though. You get in all his vehicles, they're pegged on you. He takes your vehicle pegged on you when you get it back.
Now that I think about it, you are right. Summer's the same way.
I get it much below half. I'm like, I'd like to fill up. I don't like letting it get below a quarter.
I'm the same
I
way.
think I'll toss this on the trickle charger here tonight.
Something like this, I don't think about putting it on there during the winter. You know, these are what they're for.
Before it gets dark on us here on the white semi, Cooper got the cemetery trailer done, got the mud flaps on there, so now these are attached to the trailer. Doesn't matter what semi we have on there, it'll help keep stuff from getting dirty. I'm sure it's still gonna get dirty, but that should definitely keep a lot of it off, because if you got a little bit of rain, kind of like it is right now, you put stuff on there that's nice and clean, you get to the cemetery, there's like that much mud on it. When the weather starts to shape up for us, we'll pull the GPS off the top of the John Deere. We'll mount that up there. We'll just plug it in. And then we got our 1200 monitor. We'll just slap this bad boy up right there on that ball mount. And then we can do our boundaries. And we have touchscreen TV right in front of us. Getting closer.